Welcome to the channel and welcome to this Warhammer 40k 8th edition battle report, a match play game between Craftworld Eldar, aka Aeldari, and Adeptus Mechanicus. In this battle report, our eye descends upon Refinery 12. The Eldar are in the sector, destroying other refineries, but it is at Refinery 12 where the fight back will begin. As you can see, the human auxiliaries and tech adepts have fled this site, leaving it barren and empty, but it will not be empty for long, as the Eldar flood in to cleanse and capture this site. Meanwhile, the Penitent Forge will arrive to secure this site for the Imperium and for the Omnissiah. So this will be a 2,000 point match play game of cleanse and capture. The Adeptus Mechanicus will be sweeping on this table edge here. We're playing hammer and anvil, and the Eldar, the Aeldari, will be on that table edge, sweeping in this way here. Cleanse and capture is the Maelstrom of War game where you draw 3 cards a turn every turn, and whoever's got the most objectives at the beginning of the end of the game wins. Beginning of the game, end of the game. Including First Blood, Slay the Warlord, and Linebreaker. We pick Cleanse and Capture because it seems most pertinent to this narrative, and to be honest, it's very easy to film for battle reports as well. So a couple more shout outs while we're on the case. This battle mat fits this terrain very well. This battle mat comes from P-Work War Games. And what you've got here, some generators and some large container pieces from GameMat.eu, and this awesome modular terrain comes from a company called Foreground. That's 4 with the number 4, ground, as in the stuff that we're stood on. So this is what you can do with a quick internet search these days. Back in the day when I started playing, building and putting together your own terrain pieces and making a table look like this was impossible. You couldn't do it. But now you can get some pre-painted terrain. You can get battle mats like this. This stuff you need to assemble, but I didn't paint it. It just comes like this. You just glue it together, and it's modular. You can move it around in different patterns, different designs, and it sings. It's very, very good. And while we're also doing shout out, Liam's back.
Hiya!
Hiya! Liam's got more, it's from MOARHAMMER YouTube channel. You can see it on his chest there. So that's his YouTube channel. Go and check it out. I'm on the channel for a chat, sit and talks here, there and everywhere. He's very a chatty man. So this should be quite a fun narrative driven game, hopefully. And you've brought, how do you say your Eldar Craftworld name?
Sam Hahn.
Sam Hahn. And I keep saying Sam Hain. So we don't know if that's the correct way of saying these things, but we're going to say Sam
No, but
Hahn.
if you say it confidently, they'll believe you.
Okay, Sam Hahn. We're playing Sam Hahn Eldar, the Wind Riders sweeping in, versus the Penitent Forge over the battle for Refinery 12. Let's go and take a look at these armies. This is 2,000 points on the nose of Adeptus Mechanicus, and leading the army today is Belisarius Cool, aka Designate 17. This Archmagos has been designated the 17th Warlord of the Penitent Forge. We follow the Mars Forge World dogma because we are affiliated with Mars. This is my battalion detachment. This is my spearhead detachment. I've given this guy the Auto Caduceus of Arc and Land, which means he can reroll healing stuff. And there's 3 Onaga Dune Crawlers with neutron lasers and dual Cognis Stubbers. I've got lots of troops here. Between units of 6 and 7 vanguards, and there's arc rifles in every single one of the vanguard squads. The whole army is WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get. Some rangers there as well as some destroyers with the phosphor blasters and the plasma culvers. And then we've got a unit of infiltrators and a unit of ruststalkers. I'm still not fond of these ruststalkers, but I thought I'd bring them along because I wanted to bring an army that was as mixed as possible. And Mars has blessed us with some reinforcements. A unit of 4 Castellan robots. I've given them all fists and flamers because if I just gave them all the shooty guns, that's just a bit too dirty. And I like the idea of running forward and grabbing tiny Xenos skulls in my giant power fists and squeezing until I hear them go pop. So what I've got is a mixed list. A shooty list in places, a resilient list in other places. It gives me lots of different tactical options. let's go and have a look at the Eldar. Right, this is 2,000 points worth of Samhan Eldar. It's a what and a what and a what, Liam?
We have a Outrider detachment,
Yep.
a Spearhead detachment, and
Yep.
a Supreme Command detachment.
Okay, so that's the heavy one, the fast one, and lots of HQs.
Yeah, exactly. That gives me total 6 command points. It's
Yep.
probably the best I can do with the army I've got because I refuse to take troop choices because we're Simon.
Nice.
So, leading up the army at the very front there with his Witchblade is a Farseer.
Yep.
The psychic powers are placed in front of those bikes. He's got Doom and Executioner.
Shall we? Don't worry about the psychic powers because we'll
Okay.
get to them as the game goes on, and we'll talk about them as they come. You've basically got a lot of psychic powers,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because there's 2 Farseers and 3 Warlocks here.
Yeah, so the 2 Farseers make up the 2 HQ choices for the Spearhead and the Outrider.
Right.
The 3 Warlocks take up the 3 separate slots in the Supreme Command detachment.
Nice.
You've got 1 aggressive, 1 defensive seer, basically.
Okay.
In the Outrider detachment, we've got 5 units of jet bikes.
Yep.
There are 2 stock with just shuriken catapults.
Yep.
1 with 3 shuriken cannons, and 2 squads with 3 scatter lasers each.
Nice.
Also in the Outrider detachment, we have the Crimson Hunter Exarch and the Hemlock Wraithfighter.
Oh, cool. I like it. So Sam Han thingy bob is you can move and fire heavy weapons as though staying still. So your scatter laser bikes, because scatter lasers are heavy, right?
Yep.
So they can move and fire without restriction. And also, what is the other
You
bit?
can reroll charge distances for all models, so for me it'll be for the bikes pretty much.
Okay.
And then finally, obviously, the Spearhead detachment. We have the Farseer I told you leading it, and then in the background there you can see 2 Night Spinners on the left-hand side,
Yep.
the Falcon Grav Tank in the middle,
Yep.
and the Fire Prisms on the right-hand side. The Night Spinners and Fire Prisms are stock. The Falcon has a scatter laser and its pulse laser.
Cool. Do they have spirit stones and things like that?
Nope, I paid for no upgrades. They're all just bog standard, so I can get as many models in as I possibly could.
I like it. So what we've got here is a lot of speed, lots of mobility, no objective secured, but you've also got quite a fair amount of DACA. I like it. And psychic powers. So will the maneuverability and the swiftness of the craft world be able to overcome the dogged determination, the zealotry of the Omnissiah? Well, let's go and find out. And we're deployed for this battle over Refinery 12. I got to pick table edges, and I got my units down before the Eldar. I think I got 15 drops. Lim had 17. There's 1 objective in this deployment zone, but I picked this half because there's 1 more there and 1 more just under there, under both of these gantries here. That'll be 3 within turn 1. And 1 up here, which Liam put there, of course should put there, with a flying skimming army, so I'm going to have to climb all the way up to get there. But if I can get on that one, and this one back here, that'll be 4 objectives, very close to my table half. The infiltrators are in reserve, and Designate 17 with his reroll to shoot bubble is down here because the line of sight, once I get past this big blocking thing, the line of sight round here was better than going up the gut, really. So, and the range of the neutron lasers is 48-inch range. So I need to get past there into this sort of area to start shooting away. And I've given him, there's some bodyguards, just in case anyone wants to go flying into him. Onaga's are terrible in close combat, but Call is pretty good on his own. Robots in the middle. Short range firepower. I mean, they move 10 and the range of their flamers is 12. But basically anything outside of 22 inches are outside of their threat range. So they needed to be as central as possible. They are a beef unit, lots of wounds, high toughness. You notice I haven't got the Data Smith with me, so I'm not going to be changing their protocols, but I don't think I need to. They'll have a 2-up save, 4-up invulnerable save all the way through, which is good. And the way I would deal with them if I was Liam is just dance around them. Like I said, a 22-inch threat range. Anyway, Liam's deployed this way. Flyers skimming down on this flank. Skimmers all the way across here. There is an objective there, and that's a Warlock or a Farseer.
That's a Farseer.
Farseer sat next to that one. Remember, flyers can't ever score objectives now, according to the new chapter approved rules, but they can line break, they can get behind enemy lines, and the only other objective for Liam is up there in this gantry with a unit of bikers already. And the rest of the stuff is on this side, opposite where Designate 17 decided to set up. So I outnumber him with bodies, but it's, Liam would say, probably quality over quantity.
Oh, always. That's what I tell my wife.
And being the fascist zealot that the Omnissiah is, I'll take a line from Stalin, which is quantity has a quality all of its own. Right. According to the new chapter approved, so cleanse and control, what you do is whoever drops first goes first, but we're not doing that. We're going to use the chapter approve rule. It's basically a dice off. Got some lovely MOARHAMMER dice here, and the more symbol is a 6, right?
Yep.
That's a 6. That's the 1. Do you want to roll first? And then I'll +1 to my die roll. And you get a 1, so... I will be going first unless you can try and take the initiative. Unless the Samhan can... Do you want to try and take the initiative?
Yeah, it's free, isn't it?
Yeah, okay. No. So, strangely enough, the forces of the Omnissiah had made it to Refinery 12 first. Maybe we're dug in. Maybe we got here a couple of minutes before you. Maybe the Samhan craft world Asiani were delayed fighting and destroying another refinery. They will not destroy this one. The Penitent Forge will drive you back. Let's go on to turn 1. The orders from High Command in turn 1 are ambitious: Kingslayer, Domination, and Defend Objective 6. So the Penitent Forge move forward into Refinery 12, seeking to dominate the battlefield, which they won't be able to do in turn 1 High Command, and kill the enemy king, which they won't be able to do in turn 1 High Command. So I imagine I'm going to be ignoring those orders. But defend Objective 6 until the end of my opponent's turn is something that could be done. This unit advanced forward from there, as did the scary Castellan robot unit. They advanced forward there, so that's a lot of body on there. It's going to take a lot of shifting to get rid of them. It's not impossible, but that's potentially the only points I can get unless I manage to draw first blood. I'm keeping the infiltrators, the Ruststalkers, back here in my pocket for now. This unit is one of the few units that didn't advance because I have got line of sight through the gantries up to those windrunners on the top of that gantry up there on that objective. Pretty much everything else around here is advancing. They're advancing up, they advance through, they're pushing up the battlefield as much as possible. And D17 with the Honor Gadoon Crawlers coming around here, ready to pull the trigger. Let's move on to the shooting phase. I should also mention that my countercores are Incantation of the Iron Soul, reroll morale tests, and +1 strength. I wasn't able to get Shroud Salm off, despite being able to plus or minus your roll for the countercores with Designate 17 there. So no Shroud Salm, no improved cover, but I will be re-rolling morale, which might come in handy when the Eldar counterpunch begins. Oh, a couple more things as well. You'll notice that there's no ruins, no trees, no craters on this board, so we discussed it beforehand. There is no cover, technically. You've got clear line of sight through these gantries where you can see stuff, you can shoot stuff. These are not counting as ruins. They're certainly not ruined. They're not shrouded in smoke and flame and wreathed and obscuring line of sight. That way the technical, the advanced technology of the Eldar can differentiate the difference between a balcony and a enemy soldier, and so can the technical zealotry of the Omnissiah as well. So technically no cover on this table, it just looks very pretty. Right, opening up the shooting phase. This unit are all going to charge the plasma calibers, big plasma guns, and I'm firing at that unit there. They get D6 shots each, and that's how many shots they have each. Now I'm overcharging because I can reroll hit rolls of 1 while I'm within 6 inches of the Dominus there. So the first guy hits on 4s. They did move, they are heavy weapons, and they normally hit on 4s. But they have a special which allows them to move and shoot their heavy weapons as they're standing still. So this guy hits on 4s and rerolling 1s, which I'm not going to do. Another guy has 5 shots. He hits on 4s, rerolling 1s. Please don't get any more 1s. Okay, that's good. And then this is a 6. I like these Warhammer dice. They're lovely. Where are these available from?
Me.
Okay.
I control it.
Talk to Liam. 4s to hit, no 1s there. So this is the number of hits. Strength 7, toughness
4.
4, so 3s to wound. And that is
A dead unit.
7 wounds, 2 damage each, -3. What's their armor save?
4 up.
It was 3 up, wasn't it?
4 up. It was 3 up in 7th edition.
Yeah.
It's 4 up. 4 up in 8th edition, which is what it should be all along.
So that would have killed 7 bugs.
Yeah. But luckily, maximum unit size is 3. I've got, so you're okay.
Okay, so first blood. So plasma weaponry explodes all over this gantry, and the Eldar up there are no more. And the only thing now left to fire are this unit of Onager, well, separate Onager Doomcrawlers. I'll do this one. The Cognis Stubbers will go into the first unit of bikes, and I'm going to fire the big laser at the back. The 6 Cognis Stubber shots has wounded one of them, and the neutron laser fires up against this fire prism. It is D3 shots, so that's 1 shot. I hit on it's a heavy weapon, would be hitting on a 4s, but they have the crawler rule, so they can move and fire as though standing still as well. So this hits on a 3, and it's strength 10 toughness of a fire prism.
7, I think.
7, wounds on a 3, doesn't wound. Right, let's do the next shots, exactly the same thing with this one here. Tell a lie, just measured up. This one and this one, both of the Cognis Stubbers are out of range of those bikes, but the neutron lasers can hit up here. So let's fire the first one, D3 shots. That's again, only 1 shot, hitting on a 3 with a miss. Reroll because of D17 with a miss. Damn, right, last one, D3 shots. 1 shot, I'm going to have to spend a command point. This is silly. All of these neutron lasers firing. Clearly their crystalline matrices are not warmed up yet, so command point. Right, 3 shots, thank you. Hitting on 3s with 2 misses with a reroll because of call. Okay, so 3 hits this time, finally, on that one. Wounding on 3s. And I get 1 wound. I don't like these dice. It's -4 AP. Did you get a save?
No.
You don't get a save. Okay, this is D6 damage, minimum 3. And that's 5 damage. On the fire prism, takes 3 shots from neutron lasers, 3 different units, and just smiles. And with most of their guns, most of their weaponry out of range, that's it for the shooting phase from the Penitent Forge. That's it for AdMech turn 1. I've scored first blood. I'm defending objective 6. I'll be ditching domination. And apart from losing 1 unit, this Samham war host at the moment are unscathed. Let's see their reply in Eldar, turn 1. Here are the Eldari orders. Area denial, make sure there's no enemy units within 6 inches of the centre for a point, and there aren't, so that's a guaranteed point. But the robots are within 12 inches of the centre, so you ignore the D3 version. You won't be able to get the D3 version unless he kills the Castellan robots. Blood and Guts kill something in the assault phase. It's not something he particularly wants to do. And Supremacy, get any 3 objectives for D3 points. The Eldar swoop forward to attack the Penitent Forge. The flyers screaming down this flank. Those on Dune Crawlers are going to be taking a lot of fire this turn. And as discussed, no enemy units within 6 inches of the centre. They're actually quite close, as well as the robots there. And currently the Eldar hold 1, 2, 3 objectives. So they're getting D3 points for Supremacy, plus a point for area denial. They will be in the lead at the end of this turn. The Warlord is over here, ready to smite and executionize this unit of Vanguard down there. So what are we doing?
I'll start with this Warlock here.
Yep.
And he's going to conceal these 3 bikes here.
And that is
a warp charge value of 6.
Yep.
And -1 to everything that fires at them.
Okay, and I've got no way to deny any of this.
Hereabouts,
so,
okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Nope, failed.
Okay, so no concealing going on. What else we got?
This seer here.
He's
going to cast
Warlord.
He's going to cast Smite.
Smite.
Nearest unit within 18 is this unit of Rangers, Vanguard.
Yeah.
So we do 5. Gets on 9.
D3 mortal wounds.
For 3.
3 of them are dead. I don't know how many are in that squad. That's a 7-man squad. That's a 7-man squad. 3 down. Anything else?
Executioner.
Okay.
Warp charge value of 7.
Okay.
It's kind of like Smite. So he gets it on an 8.
Right.
D3 mortal wounds.
On the closest enemy unit.
Yeah, on the closest enemy unit.
So that works. So you
kill for everyone that dies.
Yes.
Oh, it's not for everyone that dies. If you slay a model, which he just has because it's a single model unit, you get additional D3 mortal wounds.
Do you?
Yes.
So it's like a super smite.
For another 3.
You just wiped out that unit with mind bullets.
Bullets.
Awesome. So the Vanguard's brains just simply melt under the power of the enemy Warlord there. Next we're on to this one, trying to cast Restrain on the unit of Castellan robots. That will drop their movement down by half. Let's roll up.
Warp charge value of 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so the movement's down from 10 to 5.
Yep.
That slows them right down.
Next, we've got this warlock in here.
Yes.
He's going to try and jinx your plasma robots over here.
What's that?
That minuses 1 to their saving throw.
Okay, yeah.
Again, warp charge value of 7.
Yep.
Gets it on 7.
That's okay. Their save drops down to 5 up.
Efficiency. Finally, this Farseer over here, he has 2 powers remaining.
Yes.
So he's going to cast Guide on this unit of Warlock's Bikers up here.
Okay.
That allows him to reroll all failed to hits on a 7. Yep, gets it with an 11.
So reroll and fail to hit in the shooting phase, or both, or everything, or?
That rerolls all failed to hits in the shooting phase, I think. It might be everything.
Okay.
And then finally, he's going to Fortune probably the Hemlock Wraith Fighter.
Is that this one?
Yep, that's the one furthest that board edge. That basically allows him to reroll all failed saving throws.
Cool.
For 7, well, it's 7,
Okay.
so he gets an 8.
So this re-rolling saves, they're re-rolling shooting. You've killed an entire unit in the psychic phase.
One more to do.
Really?
The Hemlock
Oh, okay.
is also a Psyker.
Okay.
Horrify won't do much for me at this turn, so we're going to Smite.
Okay.
The nearest enemy unit with 18, I'd imagine is probably these here.
Yeah.
So on a warp charge value of 5.
Yep.
There we go.
That passes
We get
D3 mortal.
wounds.
And that kills 2 in that squad. There is beta rules for Smite, which means that every time you try and pull it off, it's a +1. So you start on a 5, then a 6, then a 7. As they're still in the beta phase and not official rules at this time, we're not playing them on the channel. Just in case anyone's thinking about commenting on that one, that's what we're doing on that channel until it goes on this channel until it goes live. That's the end of the psychic phase. Okay, a stratagem used called linked fire for this one, which means that this one doesn't fire first. What happens is that what's it called?
Fire Prism.
Fire Prism fires through this one at whatever targets it wants to. Then everything else fires, and then the linked fire strategy means he fires first, but it allows him to use his line of sight essentially.
Yeah, so as long as they're within 60 inches and they can see each other, they
Yep.
can fire through.
Cool.
So what I'm going to do, this one now has to fire at the end of the shooting phase.
And which one
They
is
have to pick the same target. I'm going to pick that one there that's right in the middle of all those blokes on the off chance he explodes.
Nice. Okay.
So what we're going to use, what the linked fire stratagem also does, allows you to reroll all failed to hits and all failed to wounds.
Is it?
Yep.
Nice.
So I'm going to use the what's it called, the focused profile, which is D3 shots, heavy D3 shots. They haven't moved, so they're hitting on 3s. However, because they haven't moved, they also get double the number of shots. So 2d3 per prism. So for this first one, 2d3 for 6 shots.
Why couldn't I have 6 shots when I was shooting at you?
Oh, they're weighted dice.
But we're using the same dice.
So they hit on 3s.
Yes.
With rerolls because of linked fire.
Okay.
So there you go, that's 5 hits.
Strength.
Strength's 9.
Toughness 7. Wounding on 3s.
With rerolls for linked fire.
Damn it.
They're
Okay.
AP -4.
Okay, so I need my 5 up and vulnerable save. And I'm going to re-roll 1s because of the Mantis force field rule. And I fail all of them. And this one is a... Okay, I make 1. So how much damage does this do a time?
These do D3 wounds apiece.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay.
For 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds.
6 wounds from 11. Dropping it down to 5 wounds left. And that's a bracket. Right, now the Falcon firing down at this Vanguard squad there, and he's firing the pulse laser at this one because, as discussed with link fire, the other one's going to get hit by the other fire prism anyway. So what are you firing first?
Scat laser.
Scat laser. Is it heavy? Did you move? Does it?
Heavy, and I didn't move.
Nice. Okay.
4 shots hitting on 3s.
Yep.
Strength 6.
Toughness 3.
2 wounds, AP nothing.
AP nothing. So I have a 4-up save because I didn't get shroud time off. And one of them dies. That's 3 of them in that squad dead so far because 2 died in the psychic phase. Pulse laser.
2 shots.
Nice.
Hits once, so
Yep.
not command point in that.
Yep.
Strength is 8, so it's 3 to wound.
Yep.
Yay. AP -3.
-3. So 5 up in Vun is best. And no, how much damage?
D6
Nice.
for 1.
Just 1 damage. Dropping that one down to 10.
Yeah.
Thinking about command point? Thinking about command point?
Yeah, we'll command point it.
You are command point. Okay, go for it.
For 6.
6.
That was worth
That's
the
a
command point.
perfect command point. Both of these now on 5. Both of them dropping a bracket, smoking, steaming, but not out of it yet. Right now, this Night Spinner there, firing up and over, doesn't need line of sight. Firing down at this unit of servitors in the backfield, destroyers. How many shots?
2d6.
It's a lot of shots.
For 11.
That's definitely a lot of shots. Here's a heavy gun, but it didn't move, so hitting on 3s. Strength 7, toughness 5, wounding on 3s. And 6s are minus something.
So 3s, 5s, they're normal, no AP, but 2 damage each. 6s are AP minus 4.
Are they really?
Yes.
And it does 2 damage a pop.
It does do 2 damage a pop.
Okay, so, and I am doomed or something? Didn't you do something to them?
No, we jinxed them
Yeah.
for -1 armor save.
So their armor save is now a 5 up. And that's 4 damage, and they have 6 up bionics. And so that will kill one because they have 3 wounds each.
Yeah.
That's 4 damage. That's 2 more damage on one of them. Right, so after that one, this Night Spinner over there firing up and over Refinery 12 down on the servitors as well.
2d6 shots.
Yeah.
5
5 shots,
good.
a bit less. And this one didn't move also?
Nope, so 3s to hit.
Yep.
Ooh.
Okay, only 2 hits. Strength 7, toughness 5.
2 wounds.
2 wounds.
2 5-up saves.
Yes. And I make neither of them. So 2 damage will kill this one and put that one down to 1 wound remaining.
Yep.
Right, so what next, Liam?
Next, these 3 scatterbikes can draw line of sight down to those servitors, and there is only one room remaining on that one servitor.
That's easy for you to say.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. So I'm going to try and kill them. Obviously, they moved because of the Simon rules. They still hit on 3s.
Yes. That's a beautiful spread of hits. What is the strength of a scatter laser?
Strength 6.
Is it really? Toughness 5.
So still 3s to wound.
Yeah.
Not
I think
too bad.
this is a dead servitor as it only has a 5-up save.
It does have a 5-up save.
This is a significant portion of my long-range firepower wiped out. Ouch. Okay, so good target priority there, taking out units. Remember, 9 Vanguard died in the psychic phase. Now the servitors have fallen. The flyers have yet to speak. Yeah, what else are we on to now, sir?
Now we'll fire the Hemlock Wraith Fighter.
Which one's that one?
That's this dude here.
Okay.
And he's in range of this
Okay.
Dune Crawler.
Right.
So he has 2 D3 shots
Right.
for a total of 7. 5.
5.
They auto hit,
What?
and their strength 12.
What? Toughness 7.
Wound on 3s. So all but 1 wounds. They have
Okay.
an AP of -4.
-4 auto hitting.
Yeah, and they're 2 damage each.
Dirty Eldar. 5 up and vulnerable save. Rerolling 1s. That's a dead Dune Crawler straight away. Does it explode? No, it does not. Just taking out my long-range firepower with ease. What else, sir?
Finally, for long-range firepower, this Crimson Hunter
Yep.
will shoot at this fresh Dune Crawler.
Okay.
So first things first, we'll fire the Bright Lances.
Yep.
Heavy weapon, moved, so it hits on 3s instead of 2s.
Yep.
Misses.
Okay. 1 hit.
Because he's an X-Up, he gets to reroll to hit rolls of a 1.
Oh, okay. Strength 8, toughness 7. Okay, 3s to wound. And this is minus crazy AP as well. So only
-4.
my 5 up and vulnerable saves, which I haven't made any of. And still don't make any of. How much damage does this do?
D6 each.
Wow.
7.
And that's 7 damage. It's only got 4 left.
And then its Pulse Laser will fire,
Oh, right. It's
which
got
is
more
2
guns.
shots.
Yeah,
Hitting
okay.
on 3s.
Yeah,
Don't get to reroll the 2.
okay.
Wounding on 3s. Strength 8. Wounds. AP -3, so 5 up and vulnerable saves.
Please make one of these winters.
And
No.
a flat 3 damage.
Oh, okay. So I've got 1 wound left.
Yes.
Then we had some small arms from over here firing in at the robots, taking a wound off of him, scatter lasers, and one bounced back and killed one of the wounded bikes. And then some shuriken bolts. Anyway, they fired down at this unit and wiped out 5 of them. Not so small. That was mean. And the last thing left to fire now is this fire prism,
Yep.
picking on this injured Onager Dune Crawler.
Yeah, he was firing in the same mode, so
Yep.
2d3 shots
Yep,
for 4.
yep,
Hitting on 3s.
with a reroll. This linked fire is awesome. Rerolling a hit and rerolling a wound.
Wounding on 3s
Yeah,
with rerolls.
yeah.
Okay, look at that. 3 more.
3 more, 3 5 up and buns. to get through, and
They
it
are
is
D3 damage each.
I've only got 5 wounds left.
Oh,
And that's 3 damage. So this one's on 2 wounds. This one's on 1 wound. And I believe that's the end of your shooting phase.
it is.
And that was butt-clenchingly painful. And at the end of everything, the Penitent Forge take a hammering. Lots of long-range firepower have been wiped out. The servitors here. One of the Onagers gone. Lost 9 in the psychic phase. Lots of... That was painful. So the battle for Refinery 12 is well and truly on. The craft welders score a point for area denial and D3 points for supremacy. And the Moor symbol pops up rather fittingly. It's 4 points to the Eldar, 1 point to the Admech. Oh, 3 points to the Admech because I have defended objective 6.
You have.
So it's 4 points to 3, so I'm not out of it yet, though I haven't got much gun left. Let's go on to Admech, turn 2. Oh, 1 minute, let's do some morale. Leadership 7, and I lost 5 guys. And I re-roll because of mechanical at the moment, so that unit's wiped out as well. Lost 3 in this squad, and 1 plus 3 is... Okay, so 2 squads of Vanguard completely wiped out. Another Alpha fleeing in the morale phase. Here are the Penitent Forge orders in turn 2. Kingslayer, Will of the Omnissiah. Basically, so long as I roll for my canticles rather than pick it, I get a command point. So I've rolled, and that's a point already. And then Rumours of Revelation. I need to score objective 6. If my Warlord scores it, I get D3 points. Warlord's miles away from it, but I just defended objective 6. So there's a clear point there. There's a clear point there because I've rolled for my canticles. Need to kill that Fireseer, and for my canticles, after modification, got a 3 and a 4. So I'm re-rolling hit rolls of 1 in the fight phase, and I finally got Shroud Salm off. Right, let's try and kill some Eldar. Right, so at the end of my movement phase, the robots have moved forward. Their move is 8 actually, so that's halved. They're down to 4, but the flamers are 12-inch range, so there's a few targets I can reach out and touch. It halves their move characteristics, so they still charge 2d6. In case I get a charge off, I've moved the Ruststalkers round from here onto that objective, so I definitely score objective 6. And one of the robots had taken a wound, but the Tech Priest Engineer is there and he's healed it back up again. Meanwhile, round here, round this side, some units moving around to put some fire on these guys. This one's on 2 wounds, this one's on 1 wound. D17 is going to heal D3 wounds on that Dune Crawler, and that's 1. I'm going to spend a command point for Detect Adept, which means that he can immediately... I'm going to spend a command point to re-roll that in the movement phase. So that's 2. That's 2 wounds back on him. He's back up to 4. And then spend a second command point to Tech Adept so he can immediately heal again, including the same unit. And that's another 2. That gets him up to 8, which is good because 5 is the nerfed state. 6 means he's hitting that full and normal ballistic skill. Right, now... Last turn I just killed a unit of bikes. This turn I need to do a lot more than that. Starting off the shooting phase, this unit of Rangers managed to take that Warlock Skyrunner down to 1 wound remaining. He is a character, but he is the closest unit to that squad there. And the Infiltrators dropped in here. The only thing they're in range of is this squad of bikes. So I'm going to fire them. And with my Flechette blasters, this is 25 shots. Hitting on 3s, and I'm re-rolling 1s because I'm within 6 inches of the Tech Priest Dominus. After re-rolls, that was 23 hits, but it is strength 3 versus toughness 4. So I'm winning on 5s. They did 11 wounds, so 11 saves to make, or 4 up.
1 dice, 2 dice, 3 dice.
Wow, they managed to kill a unit. So that's 2 unit spikes gone. That's pretty good, because I wanted to pull the trigger on them first, because then that gives this unit a chance to fire up at one of these flyers. I can fire at that flyer there, and this unit are within 9-inch range of D17. If the Infiltrators hadn't cleared them away, then the unit of Vanguard were going to fire up. So picking my target priorities as carefully as I can. Now let's fire at this flyer, but it will be forced to hit. So forced to hit because you're hard to hit. And I can re-roll any dice in the shooting phase. Because of Belisarius' Call, aka Designate 17, technically you could re-roll misses as well. But this is before or after modifiers. It just says re-roll any dice in the shooting phase. Strength 3, toughness 7. I need 6s, but 6s to wound with the Vanguard cause 2 damage. And that is 1 wound. 1 full save, but it will do 2 damage on this one here.
So the save is 3 up? Yes.
And you make it. And there is an arc rifle in that squad. And he hits, and it's strength 6.
Wounds twice?
Wounds twice. It's AP -1. And it
Two
does
4-up saves?
Yep.
Fail both?
And an arc rifles, arc weaponry do D3 damage versus vehicles.
Okay.
One hit the floor, and this is the other one. Only 3 damage in total to this flyer here.
However, with Fortune,
Yes.
I have 5 up. Pseudo feel no pains. I'll stop 2 of them.
Nice. There was an arc rifle there as well, firing up and missing. Cognis stubbers from here, firing up at those bikes, taking a wound off of them, one up at the tower. And the neutron laser going downtown at that thingy bob again. What's it called?
Fire preserve.
D3 shots. 1 shot again. Hitting on a 5 because he's so nerfed. With a reroll to hit because of D17. And it hits. Strength 10. And it wounds at -4, so no save. This does D6 damage, minimum 3. And that's 3 damage. Right, this one's going to do the same thing. 6 shots up at the tower. We'll do it on camera now. 3s to hit. Rerolling. And 4s to wound with Cognis. Strength 4, toughness 4. Only 1 wound. 1 wound, 1 4-up save. And you save it. And then D3 shots down at that thing. What is it called?
Fire prism.
Fire prism. How many wounds has it got left?
Only 4.
2 shots this time, hitting on 3s with a reroll. 1 hit. Wounding on a 3. That's a wound. No save. D6 damage, minimum 3. Please be a 4. That's a 2. That's a 3. It's down to 1 wound left. Unless I spend another command point, this will be a pricey. I need to kill it. I need to kill it. There's no other shots going downtown, and if I don't kill it, you're going to do link fire again. And even though that one's nerfed, the other one over there isn't. So 50-50 chance of a 4-up. Yes, it's dead. Does it explode?
No.
No, it does not. But I killed the fire prism finally, because I don't think these onagers are going to be here next turn. Right, round this side of the battle grid, you pick a unit, and you're supposed to do 1 model at a time, and then 1 model at a time, fast rolling dice. But 3 of these models are closest to that unit there. This guy is actually 2 inches closer to that one. Need to check the rules to see if he can shoot him or whether it affects the whole unit. Yeah, it says if the character is the closest visible unit to the model that is shooting, and he is the closest visible unit to him. So D6 shots, heavy phosphor, incending combustor. D6 shots, that's 5 shots. This is strength 5, your toughness 4, so it will wound on 3s. And it is -1 and only do 2 wounds. You've got 4 up and vulnerable save and 1 wound remaining, please kill him. And he's alive. So that warlock survives as flames wash over him. Let's see if these guys will survive. I know there was something about -1 to hit, but these incending combustors auto hit. So this number of shots. I'd like to target, by the way, I'd like to target that guy, but I can't. He's a character, so I have to target the bikes. This number of hits, which is 12. Right, let's wash them with flames. 3s to wound. That many wounds, 1 damage each, -1, so your 4-up becomes a 5-up. Can I kill 2 units of bikes in a turn? Yes, I can. Just. 2 units of bikes and 1 fire prism killed this turn in the shooting phase. Better than just killing 1 unit of bikes last turn. But you've still got plenty of assets remaining, and that is the end of my shooting phase. Let's measure up distances for charges, shall we? Right, this unit of robots declaring a charge against that warlock there. This is an 11-inch charge. I already did Overwatch off camera. Can I make an 11? No, it's a 10. That's very close. And now this unit of rangers, because he's got, I wouldn't typically charge rangers in, but he has got 1 wound left, so they need to charge in as well. No hits on Overwatch. I need a 3. They're in. Right, the rangers make it in. I can't remember the last time I charged with these guys, but he has got 1 wound left, and he is a psyker, and that is a potential smite. I need to kill him. So there's 6 models there. The alpha has an additional attack. This is 7 hits, and I hit on 4s. And I reroll 1s because of my canticle. And that's 4 hits. Now for the tricky part, strength 3, toughness 4. I win on 5s. 1 wound. Please fail your invulnerable save now, sir. And you pass it. Right, the Warlock slaps back. What does he slap on?
2 attacks, hit on 3s.
Nice.
Hits twice.
Yeah.
Flashbane type weapon in the modern edition, so 2s to wound.
Yeah.
2 wounds, AP nothing.
AP nothing. 4 up saves. What is that one? 1 of them dies. And that's that. And I don't think there's any morale to take anywhere. I think that is the end of turn 2 for the Adeptus Mechanicus. So the end of turn 2 for the Penitent Forge. We are beginning to push back, but not enough. I have got Will of the Omnissiah. I do score Rumours of Revelation, so it is 5 points to 4 for the Adeptus Mechanicus. Let's go on to Eldar, turn 2. The Asiani have been ordered to defend Objective 6 because they've seen the Admech crawl all over it. That would be tough to get. And psychological warfare make the Admech break. And that could be quite easy, but behind enemy lines is very easy. Get 1 unit in my deployment zone easy. If he gets 3 back there, that's potentially D3 points. Here are the Eldar after the movement phase, some shuffling around in the backfield with the tanks. Where's the Warlord ended up?
The Warlord's tucked in this little hole here.
He's up there, okay.
Within 18 inches of your robots on purpose.
Okay, for that smiting and executioning again.
Yes.
The bike's all lining up shots as well. This guy looks like he's in smite range as well of the robots. The Warlock that was in combat has fallen back. He has the fly keyword, which means he can shoot, but he can't charge or advance. And if Liam gets 3 units back in my deployment zone, that'll be D3 points for behind enemy lines. This one flying up and over. This is that's the auto hitting one, right?
Yeah,
With his Flamers of Doom looking at the robots as well. So that's 2 units in my backfield. Then he said you had a plan for this guy here. What's the plan? So,
this one here who's pushed forward, because
right.
Warlocks are getting brave,
yes.
has Quicken Restrain. Quicken allows me to move him again in the psychic phase.
Is it him or another unit?
Any unit within 18 inches that I pick, so probably him to guarantee.
So you can move him in the psychic phase. If you get that psychic power off, that'll be 3 down there. Yeah. And that'll be D3 extra points. Okay, so let's go on to the psychic phase. Right, coming around here, spending the command point for Seer Council on these 2, which means it's +1 for them to manifest their psychic power this turn. Basically, a Warlock and a Farseer need to be within 6 inches of each other. And what are you starting off in the psychic phase, sir?
Warlord will doom the robots.
Dooming the robots, rolling up.
So 7 normally.
And it's a 6 because of Seer Council, and that
I
failed.
will use my runes of the Farseer
okay.
to reroll a single dice, and then get it.
And they're doomed, and that means they are what?
Reroll failed to wounds against that unit.
Nice.
Secondly, he will smite the unit.
Okay, not executioner.
Not yet.
Because you're not going to kill it, yeah.
So I get 8, so there's D3 mortal wounds.
Yes.
For 1.
1 mortal wound on the robots. Right, you don't get to re-roll the D3 for the smite when you've got Doom, because that D3 is the power of the smiting. It's not a wound roll. But you're spending another command point, putting you down to 1 left, 2 left, for Unparalleled Mastery. What does this do?
Basically, when the Seer successfully casts his last power,
yes.
you can then cast another one.
Oh, right, okay.
So we'll go for Executioner.
Executioner on the robots.
Yep.
Nice. Because they're the closest enemy unit. That
gets.
passes, okay. And this does D3 mortal wounds.
That's 1
as well. So just 2 this time. Last time he wiped out an entire squad 7. But the machine minds of the Castellan robots proving to be sterner stuff. Right, now this Warlock concealing this Warlock.
Yep.
And that passes. It would be a 7 or something, but you've got 6. It's a 6 anyway.
Yep.
So he's concealed, which is...
-1 to hit him.
Nice.
In the shoot or with range weapons.
Nice. And now this Warlock, trying to quicken the Warlock down the front there to get lots of units back in my deployment zone.
Gets it.
That passes, and that allows him to move again. That'll be D3 points for behind enemy lines. Nice show of psychic mastery there.
Not done yet.
Not done yet. Right, and now he's here. He's going to try and jinx the robots, which is -1 to their saving throws.
Fails.
And that's a fail. So no -1 to their saving throws. Any more psychic shenanigans going on?
Yes, yes.
Yes, what else we got?
There's a Seer through here.
Yes.
Right. He's going to guide this unit of 3 Shuriken cannon bikes here.
Right, okay.
7. Yep, gets
And
with an
that
8.
passes.
And finally, he will fortune that Warlock there.
Okay.
Passes.
Passes. So he's fortuned in something else.
Yep.
And concealed. They are guided, and that's it for the psychic. Oh no, this flyer has something as well he can do. And now this Hemlock Wraith Fighter going for a smite. And that fails. And that is the end of the psychic phase. Opening up the shooting phase, this Night Spinner firing up and over, down at the infiltrators with its Doomweaver. Let's see how many shots it gets. And that's 11 shots again. It didn't move, it's hitting on 3s. And its strength what?
7.
7. This is a 2 damage weapon, right?
Yep.
That's why you're picking on the infiltrators, because they have 2 wounds each.
So 2's to wound.
2's to wound.
6 is at AP -4.
Yeah. And it's AP what?
AP nothing for these 2.
Okay.
AP
so
-4 for those 3.
these are 4-up saves. Oh no, they're 3-up saves because I have Shrouds on. And these are 6-up and Vuns. AP -3.
-4.
-4. So 6-up and Vuns. And 2 of them die because it does 2 damage each. Then round here, this Warlock that fell back fired in with his Shuriken Catapult and took out another one of the infiltrators, so 3 of them have died. Bear in mind it's -2 to their leadership because of what?
Mine shock pods on the Hemlock.
Okay, and they've already lost 3 models. So, and you've got psychological warfare in there in your hand, so they're in trouble. So the Hemlock is now firing at the Castellan robots with its auto hit and stuff.
Heavy D sides.
Heavy D.
2d3 shots.
So that's 8 auto hits. Strength.
5. 2d3.
Toughness. Oh, 2d3. Okay.
Yeah, so strength 12.
Yep. Toughness 7.
3s. Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, there's a lot of 1s. And it's
Yeah.
minus what?
It's -4.
Okay, so I have a 4-up invulnerable save with the Aegis Protocol, which I pass. Then moving around here, this unit of bikes firing down at the robots. Shuriken cannons coming in.
3 shots each, hitting on 3s, and they're guided.
Okay. Strength 6, toughness 7.
That's AP -3, that one.
Okay, so this is a 2-up save with the Aegis Protocol, which I make, and this is a 4-up and Vun, which I make. Right, now onto this unit. What are they firing at?
Scatter lasers firing at the Rust Stalkers.
Rust Stalkers, well, not the robots.
No, I'm bored of you saving all of those wounds. So,
Okay.
hitting on 3s.
Yes. 4 hits. Strength.
6.
Toughness 3, so 2's to wound. And
AP
are
nothing.
these not AP anything special?
Not
No,
scatter
4-up save, 3-up with Shrouds on. I take a wound. They've got 2 wounds each. So what you doing? What was that?
This Night Spinner that moved is going to bombard these Rust Stalkers now. I know they're 2 wounds apiece.
Okay. Big bombs coming in.
2d6 shots.
Yep.
For 8, so it's not bad. Hitting on 4s this time.
Yeah, because it moved. And strength 7, you said.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, 2's to wound.
All wound, no AP.
No AP, but it is 2 damage each.
Yeah.
So I need 3-up with Shrouds on. And that is 1, 2, 3 of them dead. Then back over here, scatter laser from the Falcon killed one of the Rangers, and then the pulse lasers coming in, and on a good Dune Crawler there. 2 shots hitting on.
Not those.
Not that, and it misses this time. So disappointing, trying to kill this one so that the flyer could take out the 1-on-1 wound left. Now, which one are you going to do with this flyer then? The 1-on-1 wound, guaranteed kill, or the 1-on-6 wound?
He's got 3 weapons.
Yeah.
So 1 Bright Lance,
Okay.
1 Bright Lance and Pulse Laser.
Okay, I like it.
So the first single Bright Lance, hitting on a 3, hits.
Hits.
Strength is 8,
Yeah.
wounding on a 3.
Doesn't wound. So this on a Dune Crawler will live.
So the Bright Lance on that one, hitting on a 3.
Yep.
Misses.
Misses as well.
And the Pulse Laser,
Yep.
both hits.
Yep.
Strength 8. Both wound.
Both wound.
-3 AP.
5-up and vulnerable save. And I
And
failed them
3
both.
damage each.
I re-roll ones.
Oh.
And I make it so it does 3 damage, dropping it down from 6 to 3 left. Right, and then the last thing left to fire is this fire prism coming in at the robots, and you're doing focus mode?
Yeah, D3 shots.
D3 shots,
Because it
okay.
didn't move, it gets to fire twice, so 2d3 for 4,
Okay,
hitting on 3s.
yep.
Oh.
You got
Yeah.
1 hit.
No rerolls this time, because no
No.
linked fire.
Strength 9.
Wounds.
1 does a wound, 4-up and Vun, which I fail, and this does D3 damage. And that does 3 damage. And one had 4 wounds, he drops down to 1. Chose that way of that focusing because you're trying to kill more than one. Right, that is the end of the shooting phase. So we've got some morale tests to make, and you've got psychological warfare. I lost 3 in this squad here. Their leadership 7. 1 plus 3 is 5. They hold. And then this squad here are -5 right now at leadership 7, right?
Yes.
Because you just murdered a bunch. Now what I could do is spend 2 command points to try and hold on to that next turn, but then I think you're just going to get, for insane bravery, but then I think you're just going to get psychological warfare next turn anyway. So do I want to spend 2 command points, but then that still stops you scoring something this turn and pulling another card for next turn. Now I'm going to spend 2 command points for Insane Bravery, holding them firm because you've got Defend Objective 6 in your hand, so you're going to have to ditch that one. Keeping Psychological Warfare in your hand to try and get off next turn, and hopefully I'll be able to nibble away even further at the Asiani. But you are behind enemy lines for D3 points. It is 5 points to 4 in favour of the Admech and D3.
Okay.
So it's 6 points to 5 now in favour of the Asiani. This is a close game as we go into Admech. Turn 3. Here are the orders for the Penitent Forge. Area Denial, clear the centre of the board. Big Game Hunter, kill something with a wounds characteristic of 10 or more. And Kingslayer, cut off the head of the enemy warlord. Here we are after the movement phase for the Admech. The order has come down to clear this refinery. We have put a barrel down in the centre of the board. That's the centre of Refinery 12. And that Warlock or Farseer, that Xenos scum there has to die. And that's a point. And if I clear this unit away as well, that'll be D3 points because there'll be no enemy units within 12 inches of the centre of the board. And as for kill something with a wounds characteristic of 10 or more, got to take out some of these vehicles. So thank you for these orders, High Command. I might be able to follow through on some of these. I'm making sure that this unit and this unit of Vanguard are within 9 inches of Designate 17 because his Warlord trait is his Aura Bubble is buffed. So they will all be re-rolling to hit. Not moving this guy. He's got a heavy gun, a Volkite Blaster. If this unit of Vanguard can't take out that Warlock over there on 1 wound left, then his heavy gun will be hitting on 2s rather than hitting on 3s, and I should be able to take him out. And the Infiltrator's climbing up and over. The Roststalker's there climbing up and over. If I can't kill this one with guns, I mean to tear him apart with my hands. So let's go on to the shooting phase. Oh, I should also mention, for Canticles of the Omnissiah, Shroud Psalm is in effect, +1 to my saving throw, as well as re-roll morale. We also forgot that Doom was on these robots here, despite putting the card right down next to them. So sorry about that, guys. The robots just walked through all that fire. Maybe the psychic power just fizzled out there. Right, so the Tech Priest healing one of those robots. And I roll on a D3, that's 1 wound. He has the Auto Caduceus of Archenland, so you can re-roll this. And it's still 1 wound. So one of them goes from 1 to 2 wounds. And then over here, D17 needs to get one of these units back up again. So let's do it on the not completely nerfed Onager. And he gets 3. That's pretty good. Puts him back up out of the damage bracket from 3 back to 6. Designate 17 showing this engine's here how it's done here. Right, 2 of these robots deliberately closer to this guy that I need to kill. He has got Conceal on and something else, but my flamers are still going to hit him. The other 2 are hitting this unit here. So D6 shots with the auto hits with Incendiing Combustors going at him. That's only 3. Strength 5. And 1 more dice. What am I doing? That's 3 wounds at AP -1 on this Warlock. Is it a Warlock?
Warlock, 4 up in vulnerable save. Followed by, is it single damage or 2?
1 damage.
Followed by 5 up for fortune.
Okay.
Nope, loses a wound.
He takes a wound. And then 2d6 Incendiing Combustors at this squad here. 9 hits, wounding on 3s. And that is 6 wounds. 5 wounds. 5 wounds at AP -1, sir. And that's a 5-up save. So you rolled 6 dice. So that's only 4 wounds. 2 of them get washed in flame and go crashing down. And now this unit of Rangers. firing up there. We're hitting on 3s. And we are wounding on 4, strength 4, toughness 4. That is 1 wound, and these are at -1. So 1 wound with a normal 4 up save and 1, 2, 5 up saves. And then 2 5 up saves, sorry. And he finally falls. So I cleared him away. Need to clear this guy away next, so that's going to be interesting. Right, the last thing that can see him and are closest to him, because he's a character, are these 2 infiltrators here firing up with their flechette blasters. They hit on 3s. And it's strength 3, so I need 5s to wound. And that's only 1 wound. Which he fails to save. Oh, fortune. Which he fails to save. He's down to 1 wound left. I'm going to have to charge in to kill him though. Right, let's make our way round the table. This squad, firing at that thing there. We are within range of designate 17. There is an arc rifle in there. So let's rapid fire that because we're in 12. With a reroll, because of D17. Strength 6, toughness 7, wounding on a 5. Doesn't wound. And now all the radium carbines. Radium carbines are 3-shot weapons, so this is 9 shots hitting on 3s. Sounds good, but it's only strength. There's the reroll, but it's only strength 3. So I need 6s to wound. But any 6s cause 2 damage. And that's 1 wound with a 3 up save or 2 damage on that spinner thing. And you rolled 2 dice, but well done. Uminanara and what to fire at next. Need Big Game Hunter. Gonna fire at that flyer. Stubble weaponry going up. You're hard to hit, so this is 4s to hit. 1 hit the floor. And then a reroll because of D17. And in the end, I get 4 hits. And this is strength 4, toughness, flyer, so 5, toughness 6, so 5s to wound, 2 wounds, 3 up saves. And you make them. And then D3 shots with the neutron laser. Please get more than 1. I got 3 this time. 4s to hit, because you're hard to hit, with a reroll. Reroll any number in the shooting phase. 1 hit, just 1. Strength 10, toughness 6. It does wound. It's AP -4. Do you have any kind of save to that, sir?
Nope.
No. D6 damage, minimum 3. And it does 3 damage. Just 3. He's got 9 left. Need to kill it. So Stubbers firing up. Right, I'm hitting on 5s with that. This guy. And it's -1 to hit because you're hard to hit, so it's 6s. The Stubbers can... so there's no point in firing at you with a neutron laser. Instead, the neutron laser will go downtown at that. Might as well do the Stubbers up, though. It's the only thing in range, so 6s. With a reroll. Nothing. Right, neutron laser downtown at the Vulcan. D3 shots. And I get 2 shots. Hitting on 5s because I'm really injured on 1 wound left. Reroll. That's 1 hit. Strength 10. 1 wound. No save. D6 damage. 3. Just 3 damage on the Falcon. Neutron lasers have been underperforming all games so far. Either that or the pilot skill of this Eldar army has been spectacular. What was that, Lynn?
I think we'll go with that. Spectacular pilot skill.
They are Sam Han, Hain, whatever.
Yep.
Right, then coming around the back, the Tech Priest Dominus managed to clear off that Farseer, that Warlock that was on 1 wound left near the flyer. So this squad fired up at this flyer here and did nothing to him. And that's the end of my shooting phase. Pretty poor. I've just killed a unit of bikes. Nibbled at some of these transports. That's it. Very poor, in fact. So now we need to charge. So this unit of infiltrators are declaring a charge on your Warlock. So we survived the Overwatch, but because we're going up a level here, this is an 8-inch charge. And that's a 9 they're in. And then they're going to be joined in by the Ruststalkers. This is a 6-inch charge. And they're in on a 9 as well. Right, coming around here, let's do the infiltrators first. They have 2 attacks each, plus 1 for the, what's he called? Sergeant equivalent, forgot his name.
Princeps?
Hitting on 3, Princeps, correct. 6s cause 3 hits because I have taser goads. So that many hits. They are strength 6. So I have 4 wounds at no AP.
4 up invulnerable saves.
And he's got 1 wound left. And
Fails 2.
yeah, oh, he's got fortune, you're right, yeah.
He's dead.
He's dead. And that will me The area denial, I've cleared the centre. Refinery 12 is coming back under the control of Adeptus Mechanicus. That's the end of Admech turn 3 as well. Okay, 6 points to 5 in favour of the Asiani, and D3 points for area denial. That's 1. It's 6 points each. I don't get Kingslayer, I don't get Big Game Hunter, but this game is a dead tie as we go to Eldar turn 3. Right, the Eldar still have psychological warfare, want to make the Admech break, and they want to secure objective 2 and 3, both of which are in their deployment zone, so it should be easy to do. In the Eldar movement phase, the big guns stay back. This is the only thing that's moved, and there's objective 3, and there's objective 2, so that's a guaranteed 2 points. Now just needs psychological warfare. Other big guns staying still. This is the Crimson Hunter, Hemlock Wraithfighter.
Hemlock Wraithfighter.
Hemlock Wraithfighter. Come from over there to here, so they're already at -2 leadership. The Vanguard who are under there because of your shock probe thingy bobs. The Crimson Hunter Exarch zipping over that side. But apart from these two models down this edge of the battle grid, the Pennant and Forge are now slowly pushing you. Pushing the Sam Han Warhost out of Refinery 12. Starting off the psychic phase, the Hemlock Wraithfighter trying to horrify the Vanguard right in front of him.
Needs a 6.
And that's a 6, so their leadership -3 right now. As soon as they take a wound, they'll be in trouble. Remember, psychological warfare. The Eldar want to score that one. Right, what else you got?
We've got Conceal from this Warlock.
Yes.
Down to the Warlord down here.
Okay.
Just to make it -1 to hit, just to try and keep him alive. Needs 6. Doesn't get it.
Doesn't get it.
Fails. Okay, so the Warlord.
Yes.
He is within 18 inches of these big nasty robots.
Okay.
So the first thing we're going to try and cast is Executioner.
Okay.
Executioner on 7. 6.
That fails.
He will use his Runes of the Farseer
Yes.
for a reroll of 1 dice. Oh,
and that fails. That's good because these guys have got, one of them's got 2 wounds left, and if you'd have killed a model with Executioner, then you do an extra D3 wounds, right? So I could see why you're doing it
so
that
instead
way.
we'll Smite.
Smite, okay.
He gets
Smite
5.
passes. D3 model wounds.
So anything 3 or higher. Oh, okay.
That's a 1, so it's got 1 wound left. Those robots are just soaking it up. Because this one I healed back up to 2, so he's back down to 1 wound left.
I'm not
So
going to spend.
You've got 1 command point. 1 command point.
I could chuck it at it, or I could use a different Eldar stratagem later. Ah, we'll use it.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I want to see a dead robot. Yeah.
That's a dead robot. Does it blow up? These actually do blow up on 6s, and they do DD3 mortal wounds, you know.
Oh, good.
And I've got 1
I
command.
didn't know.
I've got 1 command point left. Whew, it didn't blow up. Whew. Say that again.
We're going to Fortune the Warlord.
Yep.
And then we're going to guide this Night Spinner here.
Okay.
So Fortune
This
first.
Second in command here. Yep.
Fails.
Okay. Have you
Runes.
You got runes. Yeah.
Passes on a
So
10.
Warlord is fortuned up.
And then we'll guide this one for a 7.
The one that moved.
Which fails, and I've lose my runes up.
Right, opening up the shooting phase. Scatter lasers pouring into the Ruststalkers there, causing 6 wounds. I have 6 saves to make. Would be 4 up, but a 3 up because of Shroud's Arm. And I failed 2. They have 2 wounds each, so 1 of the Ruststalkers dies. Now the Crimson Hunter firing down at the Castellan robots. He's tasted blood there, or rather oil, after killing one of the psychic phase. So shooting with
2 Bright Lances.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s.
Yep.
Rerolling 1s for being the Exarch. So he hits with 1.
Yep.
Strength is 8.
Toughness 7.
Wounds.
Aegis Protocol 4 up and run. Which passes. I am fine again.
So 2 pulse laser shots
Yes.
in 3s. Both hit. Wounding on 3s for strength 8. 1 wounds.
4 up and run.
Fails.
Which I fail.
Flat 3 damage.
Flat 3 damage, okay. 6 wounds down to 3 on one of them. From one flyer, other to the other flyer, the Hemlock firing down at this Onaga Dunecrawler, which refuses to die, still on 6 wounds.
2d3 shots.
Yep.
For 4.
Yep.
Auto hit strength 12.
3 still wound.
All 4 wound at -4 AP. So 5 up in 1.
Yep. Rerolling 1s.
2 fail. Flat 2 damage
Flat
each.
2 damage, so he did have 6 wounds. He is now dead. You took him out. Blows
flat
up.
2 damage.
Flat 2 damage.
Yeah, so it's 4 wounds he's lost.
Okay, so he's down to 2 left.
Yeah, he's still alive.
Do you have any more guns on this thing?
No, that's done.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
But you've got some more guns back
Yeah,
here.
okay, we'll do the Falcon.
Yes.
So his Shuriken Catapult at the Rangers.
No, you want to kill one of these to force a morale test.
I know.
Okay.
Shuriken catapult at the Rangers.
Okay.
It's 12-inch range.
Yes.
Scatter laser at those dudes. It's 36-inch range.
Okay.
Pulse laser at the Onager on 2 wounds.
That makes more sense. I didn't realise he had so many guns.
Yeah. So Shuriken catapult at these guys first. Hit
Yep.
on 3s.
Yep.
3 hits. Wounding on strength 4, so 3s. So that's 1 wound, and 1 is AP. That was a 3, sorry. And 1 was AP -3.
So 1 3 up, and 1 6 up bionics.
Ah.
So save them both.
So we don't want the same to happen to the scatter laser.
Scatter laser into them, yeah.
Hits on 3s.
2 hits, strength.
6 wins on 2s.
Nice. You need to hurt 1. 3 up save. No, you haven't hurt 1 yet.
And then the pulse laser into the Onager.
Okay.
Hits twice.
Yeah. Wounds on 3s.
Wounds once.
Wounds once. And this is a D6 damage weapon, right?
No, flat 3.
Flat 3, and I've got 2 wounds left, so I need to make this 5 up invulnerable save, or I'll wave goodbye to that Onager. And I make it. The Warhammer symbol saving me there. Do you like it? Do you like
I
it?
do like the dice, if that's what you mean.
No,
I like rolling.
So you really wanted to wound one of them with that, right?
Yeah.
With the Falcon, but now you're going to chuck the Night Spinner in at him, and you don't want to kill them utterly.
No,
So
so
rolling-
2d6 shots, I don't want to be too high.
Yes, good luck.
That's good, that's okay.
6 is okay. He stays still this one, so
Yeah.
he hits on 3s.
Also not bad.
Also, yeah, fortunately you missed a bunch of them.
So strength 7, so he wounds on 2s.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
6 is at AP 4,
Right.
and these 3 are AP nothing.
Okay. Well, I've got 4 models here, so let's make a 6 up bionic save. No. So you have killed 1. These are 3 up with Shroud's Arm. You do kill 1. That's interesting because that leadership will be... So it's -2 because they're within range of him, right?
Yeah.
-1 for horror. That's another... That'd be 4 on the leadership, and their leadership's 7.
Yeah, and you
Interesting.
can't spend 2 command points.
No, I can't spend 2 command points keeping them alive because I've only got 1 left.
Yeah.
We've both been quite greedy when it comes to command points this game.
Yeah, right, so,
Right.
finally,
Well, yep.
this Night Spinner,
Yes.
his
Big gun.
into the Dune Crawler with the 2 wounds remaining, because I really want to kill him.
Okay, let's do it.
2d6 shots. That'll do.
11 shots. He moved though,
So he hits on 4s.
but he's guided.
No, failed, remember?
Oh, right, yeah.
That's a bunch of misses.
But it's strength 7 and I'm toughness 7.
4s. Come on, 6 it is. So that one is a normal wound. Those 2 are AP -4.
Normal wound 3 up. These are -4.
Yep.
So I need 2 5s up now. It's 2 damage, right?
Yep.
So I need double 5s. That's a dead Onager. It's a dead Onager. It is
Still
gone.
have a single command point.
And it blows up on a 6. I'm not spending my command point on that. He is gone. The Onager is gone. He was smoking and steaming, and he gets covered in monofilament wire, which just cuts him straight through his weakened armour. And he crumples into a mess. Right, finally the fire prison.
Yep, last one to fire, I think. 2d6 shots. Oh,
Yep.
sorry, 2d3 shots for focused.
Yep. Who you firing at?
The robots. Sorry, it's only
Oh, okay.
only
Right.
thing you can really see.
Yep.
4 shots.
Yep.
Strength 9 to 3s.
3s to hit.
Oh, sorry, it's 3s to hit first.
Yes. And now it's strength 9, toughness 7.
So 3s to wound. 1
One
wound.
wound.
AP minus good.
4 up in bun.
Oh, lad!
And I make my 4 up in bun again.
That was
They're
my
just
angry
walking through fire. I like your angry noise. It was good. It's very angry. And Liam wisely choosing not to charge with those 2 bikers up there. So now we have this morale test. They are leadership 7. And I have got the Canticles reroll morale at the moment. So I'm plussing 4 to this. 1 plus 4 is 5. I hold. That's not psychological warfare, I'm afraid.
That makes me sad.
Sad banda. But you do get 2 points for taking this objective and taking that objective. So it is 8 points to 6 at the end of turn 3. The Eldar are still in the ascendancy. The Penitent Forge are pushing them out of this installation. Let's keep pushing, boys. Let's go on to Admech, turn 4. Here are my orders. Still got Kingslayer in my hand all the way from turn 1 because I really want to cut the head from the snake. Big Game Hunter, kill a vehicle, and advance. Just make sure I've got no units in my deployment zone. So to advance, the Dominus needs to advance out of there. That's as far as I need to go. And I roll a 2. That's an 8. 8-inch move gets out of the deployment zone. These other units can just move and secure me that point, advancing into the refinery. This is after the movement phase. We saw the Dominus advance. The Vanguard are out of the deployment zone as well. And the Infiltrators and Rust Stalkers are looking to take out those last 2 bikes that are not HQ units, because all the other ones are HQ units. Onaga's moved out of the deployment zone as well. D17 heals D3 wounds on him, which is 3. Back up to 4 wounds. And one of these had dropped down to 3 wounds, and this Tech Priest will heal one of them, D3. And he's got the Auto Caduceus of Ark and Land, so I can re-roll that for 3, which puts them back up to full wounds. Sorry, Liam.
You're not sorry, don't lie to me.
And I move them around this way because they're now within 12-inch range. The front 2 are within 12-inch range of that flyer, and Flamer's auto hit. And D17, or Belisarius Call, can also hit him, and the neutron laser can hit him. Take out that flyer, and that's big game hunter. And that's pretty much it. Some incidental stuff with the Rangers in the backfield. Right, let's pull the trigger. Opening up the shooting phase, these Rangers drop that Farseer down to 1 wound left. The Infiltrators take a wound off one of those bikers. And then these guys on the gantry, firing away, have taken 2 wounds off this, I want to say, Hemlock.
Good man.
I got it right. Right, 2 Incending Combustors can hit him because it's auto hit within 12-inch range. So 2d6 shots. Or hits. That's 7 hits.
Perfectly.
I'm strength 5. You are toughness 6. So 5's to wound. And that is 2 wounds at -1.
4 ups. Oh, loses another one.
And Spirit Stones on him. Ignore on a 6. No, so you don't ignore it on a 6. So he's down to 8 wounds left. There's a dice pip in there somewhere. And now D17 himself is going to fire at you. The Solar Atomizer has D3 shots. For 3 shots. He knows what he's doing. He hits on 2s. You're hard to hit, so I'm hitting you on 3s. And I'm re-rolling any dice rolls in the shooting phase. And they all hit. And the Solar Atomizer, a weapon forged in the deepest pits of Mars, is strength 10. 3's to wound. All 3 of them wound. It's -4 AP. So no saves at all. And at this range, at half range, it's a 12-inch gun. And at half range, it does D6 damage a pop. So this is 3d6 damage on that flyer. And...
Well, 1 more than you need.
1 more than I need. Yep. 9 damage. You've got 8 left. So 9 Spirit Stone rolls. None.
Yep.
Designate 17 takes it out of the sky. And it doesn't blow up. What a hero. He's been firing that weapon for a very, very long time, you know. He knows what he's doing. That's Big Game Hunter. Now this guy is going to fire downstream and try and murderate the Falcon that I was firing at last time. So D3 shots with a neutron laser. Just still 1. These neutron lasers are undercharged this turn. He hits on a 4 because he's injured, and that's a hit. He will wound on a 3, and that's a wound. No save, -4 D6 damage. Minimum 3. So 3 more damage on that Falcon. You need to go back and charge up the batteries on these neutron lasers. They're not doing what they should do. But that is, surprisingly, very quickly, the end of my shooting phase. Actually, I don't want to charge in on the Overwatch. So let's measure up with these Vanguard here and see if I'm in range of any of those bikes. Right, they are on range there. What was you saying about your flyer over here?
So I'd save the stratagem purposefully for when you shoot at something, because basically the stratagem is when you target a unit with a fly keyword, spend a command point, I thought, and it's -1 to hit.
Okay.
Not spend a command point, spend 2 command points.
How many?
I only have 1 left. So I was saving for that stratagem that I just couldn't use.
There's lessons we learned, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There's 4 guys here that are in range and can see your bikers. We're hitting on 3s. We're re-rolling 1s because we are in range of the Tech Priest Dominus there. So this is rolling to hit with the re-rolls. I don't know if I mentioned already that Shroud Psalm is in effect and re-roll morale phase is in effect for my Canticles this turn. This is 5s to wound. 3 wounds. No AP modifier, but 2 of them were 6s, so 2 of them do 2 damage. Just roll the 1 first.
What's this against? Bikers.
That's a dead bike. And then 2 more saves, sir.
These are the 2 damage each, aren't they?
Yep. And that's another dead bike. That saves me having to charge. That is the end of the shooting phase for the Penitent Forge, and a successful one at that, finally. Basically, all the fast attack units have gone. What we've got left on the battle grid are the 4 tanks back here. That flyer which is steaming but still not degraded yet. And these 3 HQs, the 2 Farseers and the 1 remaining Warlock. I've been pushing them out of Refinery 12. And at the end of that turn, the Admech have advanced and have got Big Game Hunter, so it's 8 points to 8 still. This game is as close can be. We go on to Eldar, turn 4. Here are the orders for the Craft Welders. They still want to drive the Admech out of Refinery 12 and score psychological warfare. And they want to secure Objective 4 and then defend it. That's the objective that Belisarius Call, aka Designate 17, is stood on. They want to take it straight to my Warlord. Alright, here's Objective 4, right in the centre of the base, that they want to secure and defend. And this is the Eldar after their movement phase, so they're certainly not securing and defending that. They're drawing all the way back. This flyer zipping all the way over there. The tank staying still. Did they all stay still?
No, the Falcon moved back ever so slightly.
The Falcon moved back. And now we have 3 remaining HQs there, getting pushed out of Refinery 12. What you thinking, Liam? It's 8 points to 8.
Well, obviously we're in the Admech's playground in the refinery, so
yes,
it's getting tough. I had a couple of choices with command points. 1 Unparalleled Mastery, 1 Seer Council. Seer Council gives me +1 to psychic tests, so that kind of gives me more of a guarantee I get the powers if I want.
Okay.
Unparalleled Mastery will allow him to cast another one, and it was that trade-off. Do I try and be greedy and go for 3?
Yeah.
Or do I get the +1 and try and give me more chance of getting a 2?
Okay.
So I'm going to spend this command point on Seer Council.
And that's your last one?
That's my last one.
Okay.
Because I need to try and pull something out of the bag. I'm clearly not going to get secure Objective 4 or defend Objective 4 this turn or the next.
Right.
So I need to try and maximise what I can do this turn and maybe limit your damage output for the next turn.
Okay.
So, we're going to start off, I think, with Seer Council is on that Farseer, by the way, with that Warlock. Because it has to be a Seer and a Warlock within 6 inches. So there you go.
And it's 6 vertically, so that's easily in. Yeah.
First thing we're going to do with a Warlock is cast his version of Smite.
Okay.
And that's going to be obviously on these guys down here.
Okay.
Casts on a 5. So he gets it on 6, 7, 8.
And that does 1 mortal wound.
Just causes 1 mortal wound.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 1 that is dead.
Yes.
Next thing we will do is use Executioner from this Farseer.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be the nearest.
Okay.
So we're going to hit the Castellans with it.
Alright, okay.
So 2d6. That's a 7, becomes an 8. A 7's a pass anyway.
Right.
D3 mortal wounds. For
That's
1.
1 of them drops down to 5 wounds.
Alright. So the next... The next thing we are going to do is use Doom from him, I think. And we're going to use them on... You might as well wait because I haven't decided.
But you said you'd figured it all out.
I had figured it all out.
But you wanted to do more wounds to the robots, right?
I did.
Their mechanical minds are resisting the psychic pull. Right, 72 minutes later.
Yeah, I'm going to trust how poor my Warlord's been, and we're going to smite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Smiting. Passes.
On a 10, so
yes.
he only gets D3 mortal wounds.
Yes, if it was 11 it'd be D6.
So I want less than a 5.
Yes, you do. 5 is 3, and you kill this unit because you wanted less than a D3. You wanted less than that because you want psychological warfare, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it goes well when you don't want it to and badly when you want it to.
It's alright, it's okay. So next...
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, probably. No. Next we're going to cast Guide on the Falcon.
Yes.
Gets it on a 10.
Yeah, that's a definite pass.
And finally, I need to check the range, but I'm going to try and cast Fortune on that flyer, I think.
Okay, let's roll up and then we'll check range.
Oh, it doesn't get it anyway. There
Doesn't get it anyway.
That was worth.
Okay, so he's guided. Is he degraded yet? I don't think he is.
No, he needs to lose 1 more wound before he's degraded.
Okay.
Okay, so we move on to the shusting phase.
Shusting. Right, needs psychological warfare, so that thingy bob, what's it called?
Night Spinner.
Night Spinner firing up and over on this squad here, squad of 6. Needs to kill as many as possible, but not all of them.
2d6 shots.
Yes.
That's not too
5
bad.
shots. You stayed still?
Yep.
3's to hit. They all hit. 3 hits, what am I talking about? 2's to wound.
They're both AP good. That's a
Okay,
normal wound.
so that's 6 up by Onyx. No, and that's 3 up because of Shroud Psalm. No, 3 of them die. I have got Incantation of the Iron Soul on currently, so I will be re-rolling my morale. Their leadership is 7. Right, back up here. Scatter laser coming from the Falcon into these Vanguard on the balcony. He'd like to fire his big gun down at D17, but he can't. He's a character, and there's plenty of units in front of him. So scatter laser coming in there, pulse laser coming in at the robots, rolling up to hit. And he's guided.
Yep, so that counts as a hit, but because of he moved, it's -1, so it's a miss. These are natural misses, so I get to reroll for guide.
Yep.
And I got 1 hit.
1 hit. Wounds on a 2.
2's to wound. A wound.
3 up. And 1 dice, but not enough to force morale. And then the pulse laser.
Both natural misses. Misses.
Guide not coming into effect there. The psychic forces fizzling out now. The warlocks and the farseers are dying. What else?
He's just in range of that robot.
Okay.
We might as well give it a go because there's nothing else he can do.
Yeah.
Hits on 3s. 3 hits.
Okay.
Strength 4, toughness 7, 5 to wound. Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Right.
Nothing.
Crimson Hunter.
Right, you moved him over here. Why?
To go for designate 17.
Okay, going for Warlord here.
So.
Good luck, sir.
Don't say that now.
Well, all these other ones have missed. These are bound to hit.
2 bright lances.
Yes. Rerolling once. And you get 1 hit. Strength 8, toughness 6.
Wounds.
That's a wound.
-3 AP.
Yes. And D6 damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have a 5 up invulnerable save, which I pass.
Go away.
The MOARHAMMER symbol keeping me safe. Is there any more guns on this?
Yeah, the pulse laser.
Okay.
We're on 1s.
Okay. So
Nope, it's a miss.
1 hit with the pulse laser.
Wounds on 3s, strength 8.
Oh, no. No, your
So that
firepower.
tactic went really well. Finally, we have the fire prism and the night spinner.
Yes.
Fire prism can see through to the robots.
Yes.
So 2d3 shots from the fire prism.
Yes.
For 4, it's not too bad. Hitting on 3s because it didn't move. Again, not too bad.
This is the
strength 9, wounding on 3s.
1 hit floor.
There you go, 3 wounds. That's the best one so far.
4 up and bun. And I failed all of them. What damage is it?
D3 each.
D3 each. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 damage. I healed him back up again. So 1's down to 2 wounds, but you didn't kill it. Right, the last night spinner. Yes.
I want to kill a robot.
Okay.
I want to kill a robot.
Number of shots is
6.
6 shots.
Could do it. He could do it.
And this one stays still as well, right?
Yeah, for 3s.
Yep.
There we
They
go.
all hit. Strength
4
7,
to
right?
wound, yeah.
Toughness 7, yeah.
So 1 wound.
2 wounds.
1 wound at no AP. 1 wound at AP -4.
This is a 2 up because of the Aegis protocol. It pluses 1 to their armor, and this is a 4 up, which I fail. And
Flat 2 damage.
flat 2 damage. He's got 2 wounds left. You kill a robot. Does it blow up? It does not blow up, but you succeed in taking out one of those resilient. Edit that because I was going to swear. Can't swear on camera. There might be kids watching. I think that's the end of turn 4. Okay, that's it. No charges. We're on to morale. I lost 3 guys here. Their leadership 7. 2 plus 3 is 5. They hold. So no psychological warfare. We do not break. We incant the Iron Soul. It ripples through the noosphere and they hold firm. Which card you ditching?
Defend objective 4.
Defend objective 4 has gone in the bin and it's 8 points each. It is a dead heat as we descend towards the endgame to turn 5. The Forge is still trying to obey the orders to kill the king. Take out the enemy farseer. They need to secure 2. And priority orders received. Designate 17 needs to go backwards and defend objective 5. Here we are after the movement phase, and there's objective 5. I'm not going to be able to defend it with designate 17. He doesn't know the meaning of backwards. He's come forward. He is within 6 inches of this flyer, so that will be his increased damage characteristic on his solar atomizer, and within 3 inches of that Honor Guard Dune Crawler, so let's heal him. And that's 3 more wounds, putting that back up to 7. Yeah, I know. And then the second in command is up on the gantry. These guys are now locking down Refinery 12. They did pull back just in case that comes out in turn 6. And now over here, the only thing I will be able to score this turn, because there's objective 2 to get up there. We said each of these is 3 inches for purposes of movement. That's an 11-inch charge to get up there and kill him in combat with a Rustalker. Highly unlikely. Probably not going to be able to get objective 2. But the robots move to 8, sorry. And that's the Warlord. And I have Kingslayer in my hand. Need to try and cut the head from the snake. Let's do Canticles. And that will become Shroud Psalm, and I'll keep Incantation of Iron Soul in my hand, so reroll a morale, otherwise known as And They Shall Know No Fear. Chanting the same chorus over and over again through the noosphere. Now, let's go on to the shooting phase. Okay, Flamers on him, 12-inch range. He is a character, but he is the closest. It's 9 hits as we bathe it in Holy Fire, Incendine Combustor, Strength 5, -1 AP, that number of damage, but it's just invulnerable saves for you, right?
4 ups. So he loses 4 wounds, he only has 3.
Dead Warlock, which means I won't get that 11-inch charge off, but still nice to kill Xenos. Next up, this Dunecrawler firing one more time at the Vulcan, D3 shots. This time I get 3 of them, hitting on 3s. And re-rolling because we're in range of D17. They all hit. Wounding on 3s. It's got 6 wounds left, right?
Yep, it's dead.
Does minimum 3 damage, it's dead. Does it blow up? Because he's on 1 wound left. So if it does...
Nope.
No. That is a dead Falcon. And the last thing left to fire is the Solar Atomizer from D17 at this Crimson Hunter Exarch. Number of shots. 3 shots. Hitting on 3s because you're hard to hit. And re-rolling because I'm awesome. 3s to wound. Strength 10. That wounds. No saves. No invulnerable saves. This is D6 damage at this range, half range. Got 9 wounds left. Can he take out 2 flyers, 1 turn after another? No, he can't. That just does 4 damage on the Exarch. And that is the end of the shooting phase. And now we've got a charge coming up. Robots versus the Warlord. Do you want to Overwatch?
I will Overwatch. First thing he'll do.
Yes.
Is fire his. Only thing he'll do is fire his shuriken catapults. Nope.
Nope. Anything else?
That's it.
Let's charge. I don't know how far this is, but we're looking for big money here. 6. 6 isn't going to be enough. And that is the end of turn 5. A quick turn for the Forge, and I score no objectives. I'm ditching priority orders received. I'm not going back to 5 with my Warlord. It is still 8 points to 8 as we go into Eldar, turn 5. The Eldar objectives, they ditched defend objective 4, but they still need to secure it and make the Admech fail a morale test. And look, they've pulled out Kingslayer. They've had enough of D17. They want to take down the Admech Warlord. Here we are after the Eldar movement phase. They're not securing 4. The Dunecrawler's on it, and the Crimson Hunter Exarch zipping round this way. This Wave Spinner. Night Spinner's round there, closest to D17, so he can get shots on, going for a Warlord kill. The Eldar Warlord is back there, making sure that the second in command is a little bit in front, so I cannot target him in the shooting phase, and the remaining 2 vehicles staying stationary so they can bring all guns to bear. It's 8 points to 8. Both of us want to kill each other's Warlord. That would be a game-winning move, and Refinery 12 will fall or be held. Let's go on to the Psychic phase. All right, Psychic phase, what are we doing, Liam?
First things first, Smite from the second in command.
Okay, go for it.
Gets it on
pass.
5
Yep.
for D3 wounds. 2 wounds.
2 wounds on a robot. They're both on full health at the moment.
Yeah, so secondly,
yep.
Smite from
the Warlord. Okay.
Gets it on 8
yep.
for D3 wounds. For another 2.
1's on 2 wounds remaining.
Next, Executioner from the Warlord.
I like it.
Gets it on 10.
Yep.
For D3 wounds. 2 wounds. He dies.
Yeah.
That allows me to do an additional D3 wounds.
Does he blow up? No, he does not.
So additional D3 wounds for 2.
2. So that one is just down to 4 wounds left. That was a successful Psychic. And you've still got a few more powers. You've got 1 more to cast, right?
Yeah, I'm going to guide.
Yes.
Fire Prism.
Fire Prism, okay.
and he gets it on a 9. 5 prisms guided.
Okay.
Now the 5 prisms guided, I'm going to go straight to firing his lance shot at the Onager Dune Crawler.
Down here?
Yep.
Okay, I
so
like
two
it.
shots because he didn't move, hitting on 3s. Hits for both the guide was pointless, but I'm okay with that.
Yep.
Strength 12.
Yep. 3s to wound.
2 wounds.
Both wound.
AP -5.
-5. 5 up invulnerable save. And make 1. How much?
D6 damage.
Okay. Just 1 damage, no command points left in your hand. It was on 7.
It's okay.
It's down to 6 left. For those of you wondering, it's got different modes of fire, right? Beam fire, focus fire. So that was the straight shot.
The idea, what we're doing, we're trying to take out the Dune Crawler so
Yes.
that the Crimson Hunter can also target Designate 17.
Yes, because we measured up. He is a little bit closer to him than he is to that unit, but he stands.
So this Night Spinner
is
now going to fire at the Dune Crawler with 6 runes remaining. And
to free up the Crimson Hunter Exile.
Some big hits.
I like it. Very tactical.
That is not.
And that's Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes Gaming. Great YouTube channel.
Hit on 3s. 2 hits.
Okay, strength
Wound
7
on 4s.
Yep.
2 wounds.
2,
Saves.
2, 3 up is 2 up because of Shroud's on. And I fail 1.
Loses 2 wounds.
2 wounds is back down to 4, but the plan did not go off. Right, that's those fired. The last 2 things left to fire are here and here.
Yeah, so it's about priorities now. Do we fire the Night Spinner at the Crawler, so I get the big guns on call?
Yeah.
Or do we fire the big guns on the Crawler and use the Night Spinner on call?
I don't know. Okay, so what Liam's doing is the small guns at call, the big guns at the Crawler. What are the small guns?
Shuriken Catapult.
Okay.
Hits on 3s. So you hit 3 times.
Nice.
Strength 4, toughness 6, win on 5. 6 is at AP -3.
Yep.
1 6 at AP -3.
I have a 5 up invulnerable save, which I pass.
So
D17 is fine.
2d6 shots at the Crawler.
Yes.
That's better.
9 shots. It's only got 4 left, and it does 2 damage each, right?
Yep.
This could do
Hit
it.
it on 4s because it moved.
Oh yeah.
Not the world's worst.
4 hits out of 9. That's pretty.
4 to wound.
Yep.
So there's 2 wounds, 6s at AP -4.
2 wounds. So the 2 up save because of Shroud Song, which I pass, and then the 5 up invuln, which I fail. It is down to 2 wounds remaining. So that means the Crimson Hunter Exarch has pretty much got to fire at the Onager, right? He needs to take out that big gun. Or the robot.
He's going to fire at the robot, I've just thought that myself.
Yeah.
Try and protect that Warlord.
Yes, okay.
So, hitting on the Bright Lance is hitting on 3s now.
Because you're injured.
Because he's injured. Strength is 8 to
Yep.
3s. 2 wounds.
2 wounds, 2 4 up invulnerable saves. And I fail 1, make 1.
D6 damage. For 1.
1 damage, it's 3 left.
And then his Pulse Laser.
Okay,
Base hit.
both hit. 3s to wound.
1 wounds.
1 wound.
AP -3.
AP -3. Its save is 2 up at the moment. +1 for Shroud Time is 0. So basically a 4 up invuln or a 4 up normal. So 4 up invuln, which I fail. Because it does what?
Flat 3 damage.
He's dead. It blows up on a 6. No, and you finally take out the robots. They've been in a bane in your side, but they have fallen. With that, no charges, no morale. That's the end of turn 5 and no objective scored. It's 8 points each. The Penitent Forge are crawling all over Refinery 12. However, Liam has got Linebreaker. So it's 9 points to 8 if the game ends. And the player who went first rolls a dice, and I typically roll low. So on a 1-2, this will be an Eldar victory. It's an Eldar victory. This is the way the world ends. So what was that, Liam?
I was hoping.
Yes.
I was hoping you would roll low for an 8-all draw.
Right.
I didn't even think about Linebreaker.
You didn't think about Linebreaker, so that wasn't some tactical genius putting that flyer there.
No. That was just pure Eldar trickery.
that was just good fortune. So in the battle for Refinery 12, I guess you win this war while we push you out and push you out and push you out of the refinery. The Samhain, whatever they're called, are dancing around the edges of this battle grid. They are in the ascendancy here, and while we think we hold the centre cannot hold. More Wind Riders, more troops, more flyers come swooping in from left, right, and all over the place and saturate it. Perhaps they intended to bring and pull us in to Refinery 12. Perhaps that's what the strands of fate declared, and instead we lose this day. Personally, I think that was an awesome game. That was an epic game. After turn 1, I thought I was destroyed, and then the fight back begun, and then I thought I nearly had it. Those robots proving resilient. They didn't kill very much, but they attracted a lot of firepower. So you achieved victory this day, Liam. What do you think?
Yeah, that was a great game. After turn 1, I was the same. I thought, well, this might not be the greatest one to put online for people to watch. A bit of a bloodbath. But yeah, well, I've just said it to you myself. We achieved our objective, but at what cost?
At what cost?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you haven't got very many things left. A flyer, 3 tanks, and the first and second in command.
Yeah, I thought at the end of it that it was going to be based on who got the Warlord kill.
Yeah.
And I was so focused on killing your Designate 17, I thought, well, actually, if I remove the threat from my Warlord, maybe, just maybe, I could pull the draw off.
And instead by this piece of tactical genius,
yeah,
you win the game. Okay, we'll close it there. Just a reminder, this terrain, this awesome modular terrain you can set up in different ways, is from a company called Foreground. This will be in the credits. The generators, these are from GameMat.eu, and the battle map comes from P-Work War Games. I want to thank everyone for watching, particular thanks to my patrons. You have patrons too on Warhammer, don't you?
They are awesome.
They are awesome people who choose to support the hobby, and people who make videos for this hobby. So thank you to all of you guys. You are epic. And thank you for everyone else for watching. We hope you enjoyed this battle report. Check out MOARHAMMER. Please. It's a nice YouTube channel. It's nice.
No, all right, thanks. It's nice.
Happy wargaming.